So I guess
Yeah.
that things would have been different if you had been back in the East Coast. You think you would have had the relationship with the publishers in the same way?
I don't think in the same way. I think it was, again, destiny driven that,
Mhm.
one thing leads to another based on your circumstance. And it was just,
Yeah,
it was a good thing that I was staying in Los Angeles to be able
yeah.
to connect with my publisher on a regular basis because then they started to take me around to all the different record labels and meet all the different managers. And I started to learn the business of this thing called the, music industry, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
But also, you're talking about publishers in a positive way compared to
mhm.
some of the other stories we have of them who like, oh, we can see some money coming along, let's quickly give them a little advance and take ownership of all that stuff. But you're saying talking about people saying you've not written anything, we're going to help you write. So that seems
Yeah,
very different type of relationship, which is quite good to hear that they're not all sharks in the industry.
yeah. Again, that's why I said, I'm constantly gonna plug this book
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I do have horror stories, but I feel all horror stories have a light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm loving that you're asking me these questions so I can share with you what happened. Because what you need to understand with my publisher, excuse me, I Want You, the song, sung by Marvin Gaye, was written by a gentleman named Leon Ware. Okay.
Mm.
Leon Ware is married to a woman named Carol Ware. Carol Ware at that time was the president of MCA Music Publishing. So she had a special love for me because I sang a cover of her husband's song, I
Mm.
Want You. So she personally called me and said, Hey, Mark, I'm Carol Ware. You sang my husband's song. Please excuse the background there. You sang my husband's song. Come to the office. I want to meet you for one. And then I met Leon Ware, and that's why my publishing experience with them was a beautiful one because of that connection with the song first. And so she took me under her wing and taught me
Wow.
a lot about publishing. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, as I said, you've always talked throughout the time we've started about destiny and connection and fate. And one person could think, man, why did you give you an old track to sing and it didn't do well? But on the flip side, how much that in itself opened and laid foundations
Yeah.
for a side that actually had more longevity as a writer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. So um I briefly worked at Edmonds Entertainment with Tracy Edmonds,
Oh, okay.
but 2001 to 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, back there. But you're up in, I'm sure, Brandon's Way Studio, with
Big time.
yeah,
I was
learning
there when he built it. I was there when he built it.
where he's
Absolutely.
filtered.
Yeah.
And I remember Tracy's mum and stuff. I can't remember the name.
Jackie McCorn.
Jackie,
Yep.
yes, Jackie,
Yeah.
yes, Jackie. Because I did interview the guys, Dion and oh goodness,
I think it was Sean. Was it Sean?
I've interviewed Sean separately. So first it was
Okay. Okay.
Dion,
And
um,
Kenny.
yes, Kenny, and yes,
Yeah.
and the rest, and they talked about how much they were auditioning for Jackie. So when they auditioned for Jackie, who when Faced says we want you to be part of that, was it unanimous with the guys? Like, great, or was it? Oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna
No.
take us.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Again, Babyface felt that they needed a lead singer for this group for whatever the reasons were, and they were trying to figure out who, right? And I think Face and his crew brought up my name, and they were like, "Oh my God, we know Mark. Is he here?" Blah blah blah. And yeah, yeah, we love him. So they remembered, how I helped
Okay,
them years ago, and they never forgot me. And then, it moved on to them calling me. Yeah. Hmm.
okay. Did you? But how did you feel? joining though a group of guys, even though you've met them and stuff, did you feel, oh, this is another chance, or did you think, I hope the dynamics will go? Because if they've known each other for such a long time and you're coming in, I don't know. I'm not a singer in the group to know if it's not easy just to jump in.
Yeah, so the initial meet was like being thrown back into the water as a fish who had been out of water for so many years, you know, because we're looking at 4 years before I got that opportunity with As Yet. And it was the greatest moment ever because it was the greatest moment on a number of levels. You know, thank you, God, for planting the seed so many years with these guys who remember me. Thank you, God, for having me meet Babyface a couple of times, who was my mentor. Like, loved him to death. And I always said, even before Boyz II Men, me creating Boyz II Men with Nate, I want to work with Babyface. I'm going to work with Babyface. I was saying that in like 10th grade. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, because just stepping into a group that have already been established and known each other, did you not feel, you said fish out of water, but it's like, wow, the dynamics, would they not feel as if I've come to take the spotlight, or is everyone just happy to get a deal that, we'll just take what we have?
Yeah, so initially, you remember, I already have like a good 4 years in on the entertainment business, and it's rough years, you know. So I'm like school of hard knocks, no mercy. I'm learning a lot, right? And when I got with As Yet, the first thing I was blown away by, I get to work with Babyface. I'm signing to LaFace Records. I'm like, this is incredible. This is amazing. Then, are you serious? It's with the same guys that I helped 4 years ago. Like, God, what are you doing? You know, all that, you know, I'm just like, I'm freaking out, right? And so, whatever politics are happening, I'm paying no attention to any of it at that moment because I get to go in the studio with Babyface. I get to be a part of the legacy of songs written by Babyface that artists get to sing and have hit records with. All of the wounds of, you know, Boyz II Men getting this and doing that, and touring and videos and popularity in people. I'm starting to get all of those things. All of that healing was taking place for me. You see what I'm saying? So my perspective is just very different. Now, then Face took a extra interest in me as a singer. So when we would go and record our records, I was hitting my backgrounds like that, you know, just hitting the notes, you know. And then afterwards, he would call me and bring me back in the studio by myself. And I was singing on Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, Michael Jackson, Kenny G, Stevie Wonder, Eric Clapton, Lionel Richie, Diana Ross. I was singing on all these records, Waiting to Exhale, you name it, on his records. And I believe that envy and jealousy began to ensue with the other members, you know, of the group. And, you know, the typical group issues, you know, especially when you're dealing with men. I mean, like, I was a kid at 18. Now I'm a grown ass man, you know, just turned 25, you know. So there were bumping of the heads in various instances, just group member stuff, you know. But I didn't originally feel uncomfortable until I could see the jealousies and the envies begin to, you know, culminate in dealing with these particular guys. Because as you said, they had known each other since little kids. you know, and I wasn't with them. If anything, I know the psyche of Nate, Wanye, Sean, and Mike because I went to high school with them, you know,
Yeah.
but there was a special bond with the other members, and I was the outsider
Yeah.
who came in, and you could see um, um, specific members were just really not handling that very well. That I was getting all of the attention.
Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you loved what you watched, there's over 100 artists that we've interviewed. So please check out the videos. Remember to like, share, how not, and subscribe. But better still, become a member of Halftime Chat and get exclusive videos ahead of time. But thanks for watching. Take care.